Right, guys. So, me and my friend Marcus here.
What am I doing here? Help me. Oh, God, help.
Well, see, I've told you before about a game series that I kind of hold dear to my heart. It's called Fire Emblem. It is an amazing tactical RPG series, and there's so many games that I've watched and seen people play and looked at some things, but I've never really played myself. And there's a bunch of Game Boy Advance games. And I've got an emulator here with the first, Fire Emblem 6 Sealed Sword. I kind of want to play this. I've heard it's hard. I think I played a tiny bit of it once, ages ago. I went to Sweden, and my friend, don't laugh, her name's Fanny. And she introduced me to the game series. And I played this on her Game Boy. Have you ever heard of the series, Marcus?
I have not, no.
It's
not until you told me about it 2 days ago.
It's terrifying, mate. It's fucking awful. Like, if people die, they're dead. Like, there's no coming back.
I mean, that sounds like real life. Have you played the game called Real Life?
It's basically like, it's anxiety simulator, because it's a tactical RPG where you have to throw people out there, and if people die, they're dead. And that's what we're going to do. We're not going to reload saves, alright? If a character dies, they're dead, mate. So we're going to introduce the characters, we're going to talk through them, and we're going to decide like what to do, and basically explain these tactics as we go. However, I've got rules, because we're going to do essentially an Iron Man run of a person. This is the worst idea ever. An Iron Man run of someone who's never played the game, really. So half-blind Iron Man run. With a guy who knows nothing about the game series, who's going to learn about it as he goes.
One of us is aiming to kill every character we meet, one of us is aiming to get to the end of the game. Yeah. I'll let you guess which one's which.
It's going to go so bad, mate. Oh, man. But, yeah, I've got a lot of love for this game series. One rule established. There is a Lord character. And there's also maps of objectives. So basically, here's how I want to do it. Because I want to keep it essentially Iron Man, if we fail an objective and we lose a mission for that, I say it's a restart. However, if the Lord dies, because he's essentially the main character in the game, and that means we game over, we're going to do a really stupid mechanic where we roll the dice and randomly decide who dies from that. Now, there are healers in this game, Marcus. Can you imagine how bad it would be if a healer died and you've only got one healer in your party?
So what you're saying is we need more than one healer in our party?
I'm going to say right now is that we're all going to fucking die, because I'm going to probably get the leader. I'm going to get the leader killed, and he's going to get the healer killed, and then I'm going to cry about it.
No. What we do, we have a party of healers, just for the Lord, and just like, all on one, just pile on.
I really fucking hope that's not going to be the way. So, I'm just going to dive us into the game, and yeah, we can enjoy this clusterfuck together. You ready?
Sure.
Oh, okay. I'm using an emulator for this. So, we're going to do the Dawn of Destiny for Fire Emblem Sealed Sword. Oh, I'm going to provide this for you. Oh, an intro. Men and dragons once lived in harmony on this land. However, that harmony was broken when the men suddenly started to invade. In a great war known as the Scouring. Was that scoring? I don't know. Both sides fought over control of the continent. The laws of nature were twisted from the vast amounts of power that were released. The dragons were defeated and disappeared from the face of the continent. Mankind then began to spread its forces throughout to populate the land. And now, 1,000 years later. Oh,
you can see who the experienced DM is here as well, by the way.
Dude, the people of the continent, Elib? Can we agree that's Elib? Can we agree that's Elib?
No, Elib.
Elibi.
Libre.
Elible have been spreading technology and civilization. For some time now, if the dragons had been defeated in the Scouring. That's Scouring, right? That's Scouring.
I don't know, because it was scouting before. The art has now changed. It's a different font. I have no idea.
Look, translation issues are always weird for Japanese over to here, so I'm saying Scouring.
Sure.
The Kingdom of Etruria. In the west resides the Kingdom of Etruria, which has the highest level of civilization in Lieb.
Simple, I like it.
The Kingdom of Bern, with a powerful military and a practical and pragmatic attitude about life, is located in the east. These are two strongest nations in Lieb, and the lesser nations are located between them. And then we have the Lycian League. There's the Lycian Alliance, which is under joint relationship of various marquises. Or marquesses. Marquises. The people of the Knights of the Union of Ilia are hard at work cultivating the snowy wastelands in the north. And Sachet lives various clans which ride through the plains on horseback. I think that says Sase or Sachet.
Sake?
Sake?
I'm terrible with these words. And
well,
like you say, it's translated, so I'm even worse.
I'm going to say Sachet, I like that.
Sure. I'm going to mispronounce these every time these words show up.
Someone's gonna fucking scream at me that's wrong, and I can't wait.
Good.
And I'm gonna keep saying sachet to annoy them. Although there were occasional clashes between nation states, there was a general sense of balance of power and peace in the League. However, that balance was suddenly disrupted. King Zephiel, ruler of the Kingdom of Bern, has sent his forces out to conquer the rest of League. Bern's forces invaded Sachet and Ilia and mercilessly massacred all those who stood against them. And now Bern has shown signs of invading the Lycia Alliance. A youth named Roy was in Lycia's largest territory, Ostia. He was sent as a transfer student to train to become the next Marquis of Foray. However, Eliwood, who has fallen ill, has sent for Roy to return home. So you see this guy here on the right?
Mm-hmm.
So Roy, who was just there a second ago, is our protagonist. This guy here, Eliwood, his father, he's actually of the next game, Fire Emblem 7, which is the most popular, I believe, of the Fire Emblem GBA games. He is actually one of the protagonists in that game. So technically, 7 being a prequel, we're playing the after story of 7. It's really odd.
Right.
This game came first, so we guess we do this first. So
You're used to all these Final Fantasy things. Just tell me who's like doing what and where it is in the narrative. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out as we go. You never know.
And to be fair, he does just look like an older version of the guy we've seen before.
He
So,
really does.
Yeah.
Just around that time, Lilina, the daughter of Hector, travelled to Lycia. Look at that beard. To pay her respects to Eliwood. After getting the message, Roy hurried back home, taking with him his loyal knights and boss, a knight from Ostia. Look at that guy. Responsible for Lilina's safety. Isn't he amazing?
Is that Goyle from Harry Potter?
It kind of looks like Goyle.
So that's just where Goyle ended up. Like, he dyed his hair green and just went, alright, I'm in some weird fantasy world now. So yeah magic.
Makes sense. The story begins when Roy had reached an area on the outskirts of Foray. Oh, here we go, guys. Yeah, I'm so hyped.
Oh, God.
Chapter 1.
Don't know if I'm ready.
So there's actually hidden chapters as well we need to actually pay attention to, trying to unlock as well. Dawn of Destiny. Oh, here's our intro.
Those are incredibly big people with the size of that castle.
They're bandits. Oh, I think this guy looks a bit like you, so you gotta say his voice.
Hey!
Yeah, this guy.
I agree.
Go for it.
Boss!
Oh god.
The residents of the castle have hidden themselves inside!
Why is
I
he
really
a
hope this guy's a recurring character.
Why is he a hillbilly?
Even
Eliwood, the greatest knight in Lycia, can't beat an... Hang on. Illness, eh? Oh, wow. Wow.
You're right when you said there wouldn't be many soldiers around here because they're getting ready to take on Bern.
It's really hard to read.
I'm not used to
with
so
this text
tasty.
box. No, it's fine. Of course, who do you think I am? But you never know when reinforcements are gonna come. Alright. Get off the guys in the castle while we still got time. Then the treasure's all ours. Oh, look at that. Here we go. Oh god, who's this guy? Jeez, look at his teeth! Oh jeez.
Oh my god.
I love this sprite art in this game, by the way.
How do you end up with teeth like that?
I don't know, but I want to know how he's got his lips to the side. He looks like he's half smiling, but his teeth poking out.
I have so many questions about this man.
Castles ain't the only place with treasure. Let's go ransack the villages and get some loot. Hillbilly bandits. Oh, how dare they? Oh god. I think, see the guy on the left, his name's Merlinus. I think you'd make a fantastic Merlinus. Give me a Merlinus, go on.
You call me a blue bald guy.
I'm telling you that you could be a blue old man any day.
Master Eliwood.
I like it, I can hope that. Hang
Sure.
on.
The bandits from Bald Mountain are attacking us.
I see. Blast. If I weren't in this state, I would teach them a lesson. Oh god. Oh,
Master
oh.
Eliwood?
Oh god, you're gonna do Lilina. Alright, you're Lilina then. Oh god, let's keep going. Lilina, you must hide somewhere. This castle's going to become a battlefield.
No, sir. I will fight too.
Don't be ridiculous. If something happened to you, I won't know what to say to Hector.
It's my father? But...
It's going to be alright. Roy should be almost here by now, so if we can hold our own until then, we can drive off these bandits. Merlinus, I want you to send a message to Roy informing him of us. Attack immediately.
Yeah, yes sir.
Oof. Here comes the messenger. Oh god, bandits. Oh, so many of them. Jesus Christ, this is chapter 1. We could actually lose people already.
I won't think it's just the Zerg 6 balling, surely.
Alright, this is you. So you're Roy, our protagonist.
Why am I Roy?
But you know why? Because he's basically fucking Kenji. Get to it.
Oh, do I have to be really goddamn down?
No, Roy's I don't know. I don't actually know much about
He's not
Roy.
Kenji.
Well, he's literally the noble son lord to like a fucking swordsman. So
Sure.
yeah.
Oh, it's Lance. What's the matter? Why in such a hurry?
Master Roy, bandits have appeared and attacking the castle as we speak. Oh god, we got another guy. What? Is Edward safe? He's inside defending against the bandits' attacks, but I don't know how long he can last with his illness. Oh, balls. Oh god.
Excuse me. Lance, is it? Is Lady Lyanna safe?
Are you from Ostia? Lady Lyanna's in the castle. She should be alright. As long as Lord Edward is with her, but he can't last forever.
No. I shouldn't let Lyanna go to the castle before me.
Lord Roy, regret won't solve anything. We must recapture the castle. Oh, it's Marcus. Walt is right. We must hurry.
Yeah, you're right. Alright, let's go. We're gonna save these traps in the castle.
Oh boy. Oh god.
They got really confusing very quickly.
And the game begins.
Suddenly there's 6 people in a cutscene.
I know, they get so many. So we don't actually see too much of all this kind of like situation. It's more kind of introing all the characters at once here. So, how do I need to figure out how this emulator works in terms of like viewing units. So that's the map. Cool. That is... Data is to... that tells us the information about the armies. So there's 6 foray army, 6 of us, and 14 of them. So we've got numbers on our side.
Just burn the bridge behind us, we'll be alright.
And I can look at units individually. So I want to kind of talk about the units if I can.
There's a map thing in this
there is.
somewhere.
Ooh, there is a little thing. Okay. And...
You were incredibly right about Roy just being Kenji.
Yeah, he is.
Slightly less edge.
There is. Genuinely, I was not kidding when I said that. Oh, there's the button I was looking for. So, I can actually talk about the characters individually. So this is Roy. He's our protagonist. You see the bottom left, he's a lord.
Okay.
He's quite interesting. He's our main character, so he's very important in terms of that. And he has a bunch of stats here. I'm going to talk you through very basic stats here. Strength determines how hard you hit somebody. So it's damage. Skill, how often you hit them. Speed, well, speed's really interesting. Speed increases your avoidance, but also, if you have a certain amount of speed more than your enemy, you have the chance of, when you lock in combat with them, doubling them, which means you hit them twice instead of once. This is so important. Speed and strength are such important stats for that. Look, well, that increases your crit chance, also your crit avoid chance. So getting crit in this game, you literally get triple damaged. RNG can fuck you that hard in this game.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's really, really tough. You got defense. Defense is your physical defense against physical attacks. So archers, your swordsmen and all that. Defense determines that. And you got resistance, which is your resistance to magical attacks. Roy does not like magical attacks, apparently. Wow. We have movement, which is how many squares they can move per turn. 5 is really low, unfortunately. And then we have constitution, which I believe is how much you can carry. So the higher your constitution, the more certain items don't slow you down. That makes sense?
Sure.
So we have here, we have the equipment of Roy. Roy has a rapier. It is got 25 hits on it before it breaks. You can see that? 25 out of 25. When he hits
Oh god, do we have to keep cleaning our swords and stuff like that?
No. We have to keep buying new weapons.
Oh, you can't even repair them. You have to just get new ones.
Yeah, you have to get new ones.
Oh god.
So you see at the bottom, it's actually got stats. It's got range of 1 and 1, so he hits at 1 range. So you can only hit people next to him. It's got attack damage of 10, crit chance of 12 on the blade, and hit ratio of 108% on the blade. And his avoid with a weapon is 21. So, what that means is all those stats are added to his stats, so when we compare and fight an enemy, adding the weapon stats on top of Roy's, we'll see, and it will actually show us the stats when we go into combat, what our chances are of getting hit, getting crit, getting doubled, etc, etc, what damage we're expected to do, because the numbers actually show us. When we go to attack something, it tells us exactly what the odds are and what damage should happen and what the likelihood of crits are. It gives you all the information there, so you can make a judgment call on whether it's worth it or not.
Do I need to get a spreadsheet out?
No, you don't. So, there's a problem with Roy, though. So, he is locked to swords in this game. Now, there's 3 kinds of weapons in this game. 4 technically if you count archers, and if you count fucking hell, if you count wizards and shit, it's getting really complicated. So we're going to ignore this for now. But if we talk about the 3 main weapons, there's swords, axes, and lances. And they have a rock, paper, scissors mentality in this game. Swords beat axes. Axes beat lances. Lances beat swords. Now, in this stage of the game, the bandits map we're on, there's a lot of axes, so this is actually a good thing. However, Roy is squishy. Roy is not that strong, so we're going to have to level him up slowly. Now, you know I told you before about his units that promote and get stronger in the game, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
One big problem with Roy is he only promotes at a certain part of the game. You can't choose like the other characters when he promotes. So if we cap him at level 20, he's literally going to be just like draining experience for no reason. So we have to be careful about how much we use him. At the same time, use him to make sure he's strong enough so later on we can use him. Roy's an interesting unit. I don't know if he's going to be too good for us, but if we're quite blessed with his stats, we might be okay. He does have decent growth rates though, so every time a character levels up, they have a chance of their stats going up as well. So his HP has an 80% strength, 80% growth. His strength 40%, skill 50%, speed 40%, luck 60%, defense 25%, and resistance 30%. So by that logic, his best growths are on his HP, his skill, and his luck. Now, ideally, I'd like people's best growths to be on their speed and strength, and then defenses. Roy doesn't have any of those, so you can see why I sort of have a problem with this guy. I don't know how strong he's going to be. But, you know, I think he'll hopefully make it. And hopefully he will not let us down. Now I've explained the basics of it. See this guy?
Mm-hmm.
This is Marcus. You want to compare the difference between the stats? There's quite a big difference.
This guy seems like a little overpowered.
Yeah. He is our pre-promoted unit. He can use both swords, axes, and lances, because he's a paladin. He's a promoted cavalier. He's a mounted unit. He can move to 8, and he hits like a truck, and he's literally going to carry us in the other games. He's got 32 HP, tons of strength, defense, resistances. He is a monster, and he is going to save us in the other game. But we don't want to overuse him, because we need experience for other guys. We've got Alan here. Fire Emblem often gives you like a red and green cavalier early in the game. They're kind of like the tropes of the series.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Alan's good. Alan can use swords and lances. And as I explained, because of the way the combat system works, having numerous weapon types available to you really helps you cover your weaknesses. And he has high movement, which is super important. So, Alan is a really, really good unit. I like Alan a lot. He also actually has decent growth rates as well. His strength and speed are also quite high. 45% on each of them. So, Alan's going to do a lot of good work for us. With Boars.
Goyle.
Well, what do I say?
No,
about
he's officially named Goyle. I'm changing his name.
That's fine. Boars is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. He's pretty terrible. So he's an
I
armor
think
knight.
that suits the Crab and Goyle persona now.
Maybe it does. See, in Fire Emblem 6, armor knights aren't that great. Boars has really good HP growths, and his defense growth isn't bad either. He's got really high defense. You'll notice that. You see? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I think he's going to be useful to a degree. But his growths are bad, he moves really slowly, and he's locked to lancers, which means that anything with an axe is going to fuck him up. So, we'll see how he does. I don't have much faith in Boars, though. Walt.
Disney.
Yes.
Right, so we've got Disney.
I'm just going to warn you right now, archers are bad.
Okay,
Archers
that's
in this
fine.
game are terrible. They are bad, they do hardly any damage, they don't do much, they're pretty
But they have
shitty.
range.
They have range, but there's an issue. So how Fire Emblem works is you have turn phases. You have good phase, so you have the enemy, our phase, so we can go do our actions, and then you have the enemy phase. And the enemy, whenever you attack a unit, they have a chance of counter-attacking. Same on enemy phase, so if they attack you, you have a chance of counter-attacking them. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
However, archers can only attack at 2 range. They can't attack at 1 and 2 range. So
you keep the distance.
Yeah, they keep the distance. Which means if you put them in a bad position, they can't attack back. And the damage is shit. Walt is... To be honest, his growths are pretty good. He's got like a strength 40% growth and speed 40% growth, which is not bad. So if we can get his strength up, and if he does like get a bit stronger, we might be able to use him. But I don't hold up my hope. And then we have Lance. Oh, look at that green hair. Our green cavalier. You know how I said Alan's good? This guy's just as good. Yeah, he's got decent growth rates across the board, and same thing. He has an iron sword and a javelin. What does Alan have? Does he have a javelin as well? No, he has a sword and an iron lance. Javelins are good because they can use at 1 and 2 range. They're throwing weapons, just like they are in D&D. So yeah, decent units. That is the summary of our army here. So let's have a look at our enemies here. So I can actually, you see here, when you press a unit, it shows you how far I can move them. And the red squares are actually their attack range. So they can attack up to those ranges as well. So it's like you can move it this far, but you can attack anything in the red square. That makes sense?
Okay.
Yeah. And these guys, these bandits here, we can take a look at those. How do I take a look at them? It's this button, I believe. Yes. They are all got axes in hands. So you can always see that anyway by the models. They all have axes. And then up here, we've got a bunch more of them. Archers and more axemen.
Looks like a big dude in front of the lower building as well. Is he like
Yes.
a mini boss or something?
I don't actually know. His stats actually are pretty shit. I think he's a... Oh, I believe he's a brigand. So these are all fighters and bandits. But brigands, these ones here, this model, they can actually destroy towns. So he will probably try and make it down to this town here and destroy that. And we can have people visit houses and towns. And they can help basically like get supplies and stuff from them.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. We do have a guy here, Damas. I believe he's our boss of this chapter. He's got a lot of strength. Jesus fucking wept. That's 9 strength. He's got a steel axe as well, which means he's going to hit like a truck, but it's probably going to slow him down. His speed isn't very high, so I'm hoping if we get to him, we can kill him if we're smart. But we've got to be careful because he could easily one-shot some of our squishy guys. So, I'm just looking at the map here and deciding what they can do. So, looking at this, I've got 2 bandits here that could probably come across this area. I've got 1 bandit in the south that could come across down here. And my people that are in range. Marcus is a monster. If I send Marcus into the front lines over here, say, I can have him attack this, with a sword, this bandit. You'll notice in here, you see this little pop-up. Tells you all the information you need to know. Marcus at the top, sword. Up arrow means he's got the advantage because of the weapon triangle. Sword against axe. He does, Marcus has 32 HP, bandit has 20. Power on the weapons. 13 is damage he will do. He'll attack twice, and he has 100% accuracy with a 7% chance of crit. Which means
so he could try one-shot this dude.
You can
no, he will.
Yeah, he will do.
Yeah.
And this guy has a chance, so he goes, Marcus attacks, the bandit attacks back, and then Marcus will attack again for a second attack. So he has a chance to hit him back for 3 damage, and 27% chance to hit. However, I'm reluctant to give him too much experience. Because, like I said, there are other people in our army that need fucking... Ooh, let's do that. Just changing the speed of things in the game to make it a bit more fluent. That should do. Ooh. Cool. So yeah, we ideally want to keep him on reserve and help us when we need him. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to position both. I think if I position Lance here and have him equip a sword, so he has the weapon triangle advantage against these guys with axes, and have him stay here, the enemies will come to him and he can hold them. Likewise, if I move... Is this Alan? I can move Alan here and he can do the same. So I can have him equip a sword and he'll hold the line here as well. Make sense so far?
Yeah.
Behind them I can have Walt, so he can shoot and assist over the edge. And then I can slowly move good old Balls here. I don't want to move him too close to both these guys, he might die. Let's try and bait the enemy over. Like I said, this game does not fuck around. It's chapter 1, I already have to be careful. Let's move Balls here, and I'm going to move Roy here and see which one to go for, with Marcus as support here. Alright, so the enemies get to take a turn. Oh, damn it. Reinforcements already? Oh, they ain't getting to the castle so easy. Here we go. Enemy phase. Also, there's animations for the fights, you'll see here. Oh, so he does 6 damage to me. And then Lance attacks back. Does he double? Lance does double. Doesn't kill him, which is not a bad thing, because he doesn't make space for an enemy to take up a space. He gets 10 experience. And this guy's going to go for Alan. So far, good start. This is exactly one. Oh, even better. Oh, God. Does Alan double? No, he doesn't. He's slower. So Lance seems to be the quicker of the 2 cavaliers. There you go, straight for Roy. Oh, good start, Roy. Roy attacks back. Does Roy double? Roy does not double. But gets experience, which is good for us. So what we've got coming up here? Got another enemy archer. Lance took a hit, which does make me a little bit nervous. This bandit's got really low HP.
Here's hoping we lose someone, episode 1.
I really fucking hope we don't. I'm just trying to think. Alan took no damage, so I feel like Alan could probably kill this bandit here. He did a lot of damage as well, didn't he? He does 11 damage with a 96% chance to hit. I mean, that can't go wrong, can it?
I'm getting flashbacks to XCOM.
That's
95%
exactly
chance
what I was
misses.
thinking. Oh, it's like XCOM all over
I
again.
have a shotgun. It's pointing at your face. I pulled the trigger and the pellets just somehow went right.
That's what I mean.
I don't understand it either.
I'm genuinely terrified of that being a thing. Oh man, I don't even know. I think this is just the best call though. This is smart. I mean, I shouldn't worry about a simple thing like this. Alan will just kill him. Look, straight up. There they go. Dead.
I was so hoping for the miss there. Just
I really was hoping they would just go.
starting me to go on.
That's exactly what I don't want to happen. It's the first game. Like, it should be easy as fuck. So, cool.
Famous last words.
Yes,
I need that as a soundbite now. I need a soundboard here that I can just push button. This should be easy as fuck.
Does Balls kill this guy? He does. Look at that. 11 damage, which is enough to kill him. I kind of want the experience to go to Roy. Roy seems to be doing fine. So I'm going to move Balls this way.
Do not attack with Roy first and then move him.
Looking at this. So Roy has got 18 HP. This guy does 7 damage to him. So if I attack this turn, Roy will hit him, but likely not kill him. Which means hopefully the bandit will attack him next turn and Roy will get the kill. I think he'll prioritize Roy because he's Lord. So I'm going to move Roy here to a better position. I don't think he's in range of this guy, is he? No, he's not. It's fine. So yeah, let's move Roy here and then have Roy swing and hopefully just not get hit back. Oh, for God's sake, it's 38% chance! Whatever. It's fine. Roy's fine. Alright.
If we lose Roy, episode 1.
That'd be bad. I'm going to move Marcus here just to tempt them. They will not fucking hurt him. Hopefully they'll ignore him. But he's there just to cut him off from going for Roy. Now, how much does this bandit do? 6 damage. For Lance. So Lance could easily kill this guy with no issue. Then this guy likely will take up fill up the back gap. Does the archer do that much damage to him? Got 4 strength. I think Lance will be fine. Yeah, this should be fine. So he's got 100% chance of hitting him, so he can't possibly not hit him. So if Lance does this, that's with experience. And then Walt does nothing because he's shit. I just end my turn. They should just come at me. There we go. Get him, Roy. There's my man. No crits yet. No crit animations. Sad times.
We can only dream.
Crits are quite they're quite show-offy. Oh, for God's sake, Lance, can you dodge one? He's got hit by every hit so far.
Yeah, but he's doing a lot of damage back.
He is.
High risk, high reward. He could level up.
Ugh. So you shouldn't get 2 damage. Yeah, 4 damage max. It's going to hit him in it. Yeah, of course it is. So Lance has got to move out because he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
Look at that. An archer used right is putting pressure on.
He is. Funny enough, archer used right. Let's get Walt to do some damage here. See if we can finish off this bandit. There we go. About the most useful thing you'll probably do the whole campaign. Alright. Lance, let's get you out of harm's way, which would be about here. And let's use one of these vulnerable areas. These heal. So we don't have a healer right now, so we can use items to do so. Oh! Also a thing to note. Cavaliers and mounted units have a really cool ability called Canter. Which means when you use or do something, like attack or use an item, they can move the rest of their movement afterwards. It's nice. It's really fucking good. It's kind of why Cavaliers are kind of busted in this game. Alan's doing great. He's not been hit by it. Let's just get him in this archer's face and hit him. Good damage. I like Alan a lot. I got a feeling he's going to be quite clutch. Meanwhile,
Seems you're doing well so far.
Balls can go visit this village and... Roy, have a look at this house. You? Guess what? Money is important. If you don't have it, your weapons will rust, and you can't fight without your weapons. Thank you, man. Really appreciate all the information you gave me.
Amazing wisdom there.
You can do this one.
Hey! If you want to do well in battle, you better use the terrain wisely. Like if you're in a forest, the trees will cover you. There's no way enemies will have an easy time in that situation.
There you go. So what he's talking about here is actually certain pieces of terrain have like defensive advantages. So Marcus is in the trees right now, which is why this guy's got a 5% chance to hit him. Marcus is going to get killed. God damn it, Marcus.
Hey, don't blame me. I'm just too good for my own good.
See how much experience he got there? That's because he's promoted. These guys literally give him fucking pittance. How dare you shoot Roy? And miss. Ugh. Alright. Can Roy get that kill? I wonder. What's the damage, Roy? How much damage can you do? You can double him. I have an issue. My issue is... I don't want to use 2 swings of the rapier. The rapier is a good weapon.
Can we not get another one?
I mean, they're quite hard to get. Could just feed it to Alan.
I mean, we are nobles. Like, can we not just?
It's not quite that simple.
I thought you said this was D&D.
I did say this was D&D. I did not.
It costs like 20 gold. We have hundreds. Just go for it.
I'm just gonna think. I think I'm gonna give the kill to Lance. Lance is good. I don't mind. He's got like 45 swings of an iron sword.
I'm gonna say I was waiting for the miss there.
Oh, for 92%. It wouldn't have been a problem because the guy doesn't counterattack. And then we can move Alan. How many is up there? Just 2, isn't it?
I think there's a few more as you go up. Depends on your
what is the range? So if I move Alan like here, we should probably bait one of them in.
Attack range.
Yeah, just the one, which is fine. Oof, balls with it. Hey, hey! Are you nice to go to the castle? This may not be much, but this is something we'd really like to offer you. Please use it well. Oh, 5 grand.
Sweet.
Thank you, poor peasants.
Who trusted Goyle with 5 grand?
I don't know. Someone who's fucking really, really dumb. I think I should move Roy up here, but give him an item to heal himself. I reckon he can hold the line there. And if I just make sure that Marcus is at his side, they can't flank him. I think that's
You know, last time Kenji dived into a fight.
Oh, Roy.
Oh,
What a man.
the miss.
That's what I want. Doing well. Doing work. And going for Alan, that's good. Oh, Alan! He's not been hit yet. He's consistently dodged every hit at him so far. So. Oh, this is good. This is good. Alright, Walt, this is what you're good for. I want you to shoot this guy, do enough damage to him, not kill him, and let Roy finish him off. This is what you use archers for. Chip damage.
Crit.
Oh god, I'm so angry if he stole the kill. That is literally a pet peeve of mine in these games. Archers
How
are good in
dare you
games.
do too much damage?
Yeah, you fucking idiot. I don't want you to take the kill. Alright, Roy, get that kill. Go on. Easy kill.
Miss.
Literally impossible. He can't miss. He's got 100% hit chance.
I swear that the 100's got to be like 99.9, surely. There's always a chance.
I don't think there is. They try not to fucking swindle you like that. And Alan, easy kill.
Oh, I forget. Old School Gaming, where they actually cared about the games.
Yes.
Not just about the wallets.
Oh god, that's a fair.
Back in my day!
Back in my day. Alright, we're doing quite well so far. No big blunders here. Oh, the forest, so you see at the bottom left, it gives you defense and avoid. That's the terrain advantage. Mountains do the same.
I imagine there's... Yeah, I'm going to say there's got to be different stuff that does different things. Like, later on, I imagine there's going to be, like, snow and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lots of that.
Different maps.
Alright, let's see. Lance is still a little bit hurt, but you can take a hit. Marcus is fucking monstrous. Let's move you here. Let's just move the main guys up. These are the guys I want to get experience right now. Boars is shit. See, this is the problem with Boars. You notice how everyone's moving up? Look at him. He's literally waddling behind the party. He can't keep up. This is why he's a bad unit. He's too slow.
I'm going to keep saying it, but there's a reason I'm calling him Goyle.
It's just so shit. Oh, Roy. Doing work, buddy. And he leveled up. Let's see. Strength and speed. Come on, strength and speed. HP, skill, luck, resistance. Ugh.
The 2 things you didn't want.
But that was a 4-stat level, which isn't bad. Defenses aren't bad. And he's got, I mean, his hit chance is already good, so I'm a bit miffed by that, but whatever. Pretty sure Alan was close to leveling up, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. He does 11 damage exactly. I reckon I can squeeze some more experience out of this guy. Let's get the archer to hit him first. Don't crit. Good. Fucking swear to God, he's gonna do it one day. 2% crit chance. And I'm gonna fucking flip. And Alan, Don't let me down, buddy. Here we go. Easy kill. Level up. Give me something good. Give me something good. HP, skill, speed. Speed's good. His strength's already quite high, so speed's great. Ugh. What a man. So, I don't think he moves. I think Damas stays there now. So we've just got these guys to worry about now, and there's no reinforcements on this map. Now this guy here, if I move Lance to there, he's got his sword equipped, I reckon he'll run towards him. Likewise, is Roy in range? Roy is as well. Let's see who he goes for. I think this is me testing the game's AI here. Who do they prioritize? The Lord, which ends the game, or my scrub? Lord. Yeah. Roy, that's fine. You hit him on 17%. This fucking game's so dumb.
Could also be that that's just Storm that's closer.
I think they're the same distance. Roy's already got his level up, so I'm just going to move him back for the rest of the chapter. I don't think we need him to do anything else. Let's get Lance to... Can you finish this guy? Not without maybe getting hit back. How much damage does he do back to him? 6. Can I test how much this guy does?
There's an archer on the verge of range.
This does 6 as well. Yeah, he's a bit far back though. I don't think he's anywhere near enough to hit him. Yeah, he's way far away.
No, I mean our archer. You can always...
Oh, chip damage. That's a good point. Ah, see, this is why I have you around, Marcus. This is why I wanted you here. For you to remember stuff like this. Yeah. Oh, you... This is why I wanted you around.
Love you too, Josh.
Fuck me. Well, that couldn't have gone any more perfectly. Cool, let's just do this, shall we? He can't die anyway. He's already got this.
Famous last words.
Lance has been hit by every low percent hit. Oh my god. The boy is one to prove me wrong, doesn't he? Just wants to prove me wrong. Oh, level up. Nice. Cool. Come on, good stats. Give me strength and speed. Strength. Look. Okay, I'll take that. HP.
Well, I'm noticing we're averaging like 3 to 4 stats per level up here as well.
That's about right. That's actually quite good, because Sealed Sword is apparently one of the less generous ones. So, that is so far quite lucky.
I don't know how like it's all randomly done, if it's generated at the time or if it's seeded or something like that.
That is, I think it's done at time. Yeah, it's done at time.
I was just thinking if it's seed, we could have been lucky seed or something like that.
No, because if we literally played the game, it'd be different. Oh, he's killing everything now, because that extra strength, you see his damage has gone up? No, he's just doubling everything and killing him straight up. So one rounding stuff is really good. Alright. See the music changed? That's because we're in the victory poses now. We're looking to win. So this guy's got a steel axe, which means he can only attack things next to him. He doesn't move from that spot. So he's only going to hit things who stands here. Which means, if I move, we should be able to just kill these guys really quickly. Alan just kills the archer straight out. What about Lance? Lance does too, 100%. Wow, fucking these Cavaliers. I love Cavaliers, dude. Get him, Alan. Don't you miss. That would actually mess things up. Thank you. What a hero. Ugh. We'll get Lance in there too. Here we go.
So we've had a really smooth first chapter now. It's gonna mess us up at some point.
Yeah,
it has to.
It has to.
It's the rule of how these things work. It's gone too well.
It doesn't, mate. It doesn't get. It gets really hard. Like this is actually, like I said, things. If RNG can fuck you up in these early chapters. The great thing here is now this guy doesn't have any way of hitting, like our units. So I should probably be able to poke him with an archer. So Walt here could actually just fish some experience, I believe. Yeah, because he can't hit back. Ooh, you damn idiots! Boss quotes. Can you guys take on these dastards? Dastards, I love it.
Dastards?
Dastards. It's like an oldie timey saying. Walt can do chip damage. So just to show how strong this guard hits with his fucking steel axe. Look at the damage. He does 13 damage back. Oh boy. It's actually a good opportunity for Marcus to kill him. Because Marcus actually gets quite a bit of experience from bosses. So Marcus might actually be a really good candidate here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Marcus here, but I'm not going to have him attack. I'm going to have him just hold his sword and wait. Let him attack him. He's going to heal per turn. I don't know if Marcus one rounds him. No, he doesn't, which is good. And he hardly hits Marcus as well. So as long as Marcus doesn't crit and just fucking end this fight right now, which he hasn't, which is good, we can get a bit of experience off this guy. Even Marcus gets 5 experience just from having a round of combat with. That's really good for him. And then Walt can actually do some work. Notice his hair is green on the sprite.
Mm-hmm.
Is his hair green in that?
Yeah.
Would you say that's green?
It's like dirty. It's like dirty green, like sick green, but that's definitely a green.
I always thought it was more like a blonde color.
Like, I imagine it represents a blonde color. Like, I could see that, but I would definitely see, like, now I've seen the sprite, I definitely agree that with the sprite that's green.
Okay, fair enough. I'll take your word for it.
We're not getting into that goddamn blue dress thing again, are we?
Feels like it's gonna be, isn't it?
Yeah, we're gonna argue for that for like weeks.
Oh Jesus!
His hair's blue. No, his hair's green.
What the? Strong. Love it. What a man. Nice bit of experience there for our Marcus. What a hero. Alright, this is a seize chapter, which means that Roy has to seize the throne to win. Oh. Conquer. Here we go.
Father, Liana.
Roy, is that you?
Roy.
You're gonna have to talk to yourself.
Fuck you. Father, Liana. Thank goodness you're alright.
Roy, thanks for coming this far.
Of course, Father. How's your health?
I'm fine. I'm still alive, see? But Roy, you do know why I called you back here.
I want to take over your role of leading Frey's army and join the Lyca Alliance army.
I think it's Lycia, I believe it's pronounced.
Lycia?
I think it's pronounced Lycia. Yeah, Lycia.
There's something Alliance army.
Yes. As you know, Byrne has started to conquer Lycia. We must follow the ancient rule and send out our military to protect the land of Lycia.
Yes.
I really didn't want to send you out because you're still studying, but I'm not well. It would only be a hindrance to everyone else. This is very much a Kenji relationship with his father, isn't it?
It really is.
It's kind of...
Like, just give him like a weird curse and some magic, and that and obviously add the edge, and that's Kenji. Father. Master Eliwood, I will accompany Roy. My father is in charge of Lycia's main army, and I could use my magic to be of some help to Roy. Well, there's the magic!
No, Luna, you must return to Ostia.
Why?
With Hector's absence, there is no one currently sitting on the throne of Ostia. The people must be feeling overtired as well. You, being the daughter of the Marquise, must take the throne until Hector returns, and ease the tension of the people. Am I wrong?
No, sir.
Roy, first you must go to Byrne border and meet with the mercenary group that I have arranged a contract with. I'll send Merlinus along with you. He'll be very helpful with his knowledge.
Thank you for everything, Father.
You'll be fine. You can do it. Go and fight, and show them who you are, the next Marquise of Fire.
Yes.
Oh god, no.
God damn it! Boss, I have something to ask of you. I know, my lady. I will accompany Roy in his travels and swear to protect him with my life. Thank you, Goyle.
Damn it, Goyle.
Roy, be careful. I will. You too, Liana. Is this how it feels DMing, just talking to yourself constantly?
Always, mate. This is me in the house every single day. So, that. I'm going to just hit this little save button here as well. Ooh. It's downloaded. Cool. I downloaded that.
You have a bar at the bottom.
I do have a bar at the bottom. I can close that. That's not a problem.
Cool.
Here we go. Oh.
There we go.
So.
Professionalism.
You know what? I'm going to call this a point where we could end like a first little episode.
Sure.
Yeah, you know, just for jokesies, and we can just do the second one, and we'd probably do it as a chapter-by-chapter basis. That seems like fair, right? Unless it's like stupidly long chapters, which we'll get later on if we do go through this nonsensical thing we're trying to do here. What do you think?
I guess we'll just see how it goes. I mean, yeah, we don't want 2-hour episodes, but
yeah,
I guess for now, like, we'll do chapter by chapter and just
see how it
like
goes.
you say, if something goes ridiculously long, it goes ridiculously long. We will adapt and overcome and see what happens.
I like that idea. Alright, so I'll just say a quick goodbye to our non-viewers and say thank you for watching this nonsensical blind let's play of this stupid fucking game. I love it. It's great. You enjoying yourself, Marcus?
I feel like I was coerced into something I didn't agree to.
Yeah, that's exactly true. It's good.
But then again, that's most of my life at this point, so
it is.
sure.
Yeah. Thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you all next time.